Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the BeamNG.drive Tough Car Challenge. Today's contestant is the modded Bruckell LeGran SE convertible. This convertible is the base model for the convertibles as a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, anti-lock brakes, and well, it's a convertible. So, for some reason, we got a school bus yellow slash sunburst yellow, whatever. So the perfect car to go cruise around with the top down. And people wonder why you didn't get a nicer car instead of this little front wheel drive piece of crap. Anyway, how will this thing hold up on the Tough Car Challenge test track? Let's hop in it, fire up this little engine, and see what this baby can do, shall we? Okay, guys, we are in our convertible, and well, it looks just like the sedan, except has two fewer doors, and it's missing the roof. Uh, One thing I did not just mention was the Vanilla Legrand, the 2.5S, which would be the closest to this car, has the same engine, got 3 and 5/8. The Sport, which is the top of the line with the supercharged 3.8, only got 2 and a third. So we are looking at those times to beat. So we're going to go ahead and put our foot on the brake, fire this engine up, we can see the gauges pretty well without the lights on, so we will leave them off. Put it in gear. In 3, 2, 1. Let the brakes off, and away we go. Alrighty. Just lower my volume a little bit in my headphones. Comes over the first jump, nice. This car is a little shorter, so it should be a little more nimble. But this car also has a very anemic four-cylinder engine, and the transmission is tuned more for fuel economy than sportiness. So, come on, there we go. I mentioned actually in my previous video where I was reviewing the International and American truck, I had a problem with my wheel. I finally figured it out, so my G27 feels great again. So I am really happy about that as we come into the Widowmaker. Car's doing very well. Go ahead and hit our handbrake there, kick the ass out, which worked. Up and over the third tabletop. Just hear that little four-cylinder buzzing away. Alright. Come on. This car is not expected to handle that great because, well, it's a convertible, so it has less strength in it because the floor is the only thing that connects the axles now, so. We got one lap down. The car's doing pretty decently. It's going where I tell it. There is a... Oh! That was a harder landing. There's a pretty considerable amount of oversteer. Not uncontrollable, but you push the front end just a little too hard, and it does not like to do it does not like to go where you want it to go. So, oh, and we shattered our windshield. Car appears to be okay still, so we're just gonna keep going. Oh, ugh. It's not pulling weird. 1.5 down. All right. God, if this car had a manual, it would work. It might work a little better. But using the handbrake to spin the car around and throw it does actually kind of make it a little fun. So, since I mapped my just the parking brake flick, I almost want to call it, to a button on my steering wheel, I could just smack it, and it'll help the car turn. 2 laps down. Hell yeah. Doing good. I cannot get this car to oversteer unless... Oh, this is going to be a tough one. There we go. I believe the Sport did 2 1/3, so we are going... That's about right up here. Alright. It's a straightaway after this. Ooh! Alright, we survived. We are now ahead of the Sport. We're going to pull off and take a look at this car once we get back to the pits. Because this thing definitely has been taking damage. Oh. Alright, come on, girl. We got it. I was going to say, I think the engine is trying to overheat, but it hasn't burst the radiator yet, so we're okay. Come on. Once we pull in, I will do the idle test and see if the engine has been taking damage. If so, we'll know. Well, we should know pretty quick here. So, coming up to the pits. So we'll go ahead, swing in. All right, come to a nice stop. Cars in park. And idle test is passed, so we'll shut it down. We'll hop out of here and see what's going on with our car. Okay, guys, this car, actually on this side, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can kind of tell this wheel's messed up, the hood's a little weird, and the windshield's messed up. That, and you can see the fenders pulled out here, so the body panels don't seem to quite line up like they used to. I think there's a little bowing occurring right here. I might be wrong. We've lost the rear hubcap. The back end of the car, it's sitting funny. If you just look down, you can kind of see that the body is pushed up on this side, so it might, well, that might appear why it's bowing a little bit. Come over here to this side, and you can see we got problems. Doors pulling away there. This is messed up here. We lost these hubcaps on this side, so that's the only wheel with a hubcap remaining. This wheel took a pretty nasty hit because it is flattened out there. And if you look at the front end, both front wheels are kicked in, or kicked upwards. So instead of being straight up and down, there is a bit of a wannabe stance occurring there. Plus the hood's bent up. And I think the car, oh, this thing's twisted because it's leaning towards the passenger side up front, but it's leaning towards the driver's side in the back. So the whole car, most likely from some of these landings, is twisting. And that's good. Since this is front wheel drive, we don't have to worry about the drive shaft breaking as much from this twisting motion. But I do believe it's going to come into play very soon here because that is not good at all. That does mean that we do have chassis issues, and it is going to affect us. That might explain why this door is bent a little bit, is because the chassis is trying to bend and twist a little bit. So we'll see. It might last longer. It might last a while. It might not. We are at 3 laps. We're going to get back in it, fire it up, and keep going. Okay. Ignition. Do a second hit on the idle test. We are good. Put it in drive. Brake torque at 3, 2, 1. Pop the brakes. And we actually got some wheel spin this time, which is nice. Most likely because a little bit less of a contact patch because there is the camber on the wheels is messed up. So, all right. Might help us at some of these corners because how the car would lean, but I think it's also a bit excessive, so I don't think it will help. So, all right, the engine's still pulling pretty well. Oh dear. Ooh, hard landing. I'm expecting that one tire that was damaged to eventually just blow from these landings, because that tire cannot take a lot more of this. So we'll see. All right, we are passing 3.5. So we are catching up to the 2.5S. All right, and I believe we just passed it. Yep, we have passed it. I'm double checking it right now. That's 3 5/8, which we just passed. So, how about that? Come on, car. Oh, shit. Ah, this car. In this damn transmission. Ooh. Put it in reverse. Alright, I could turn to the left. I could turn to the right. Alright, so understeer on that one. So, we're doing alright. We now have 4 laps down. Gonna keep going here. No severe crashes yet. Ooh. That is what is gonna end up killing this thing is again, since the floorboard's the only thing connecting the axles, that's just gonna twist the living hell out of this car, is these bad landings. Alright, here we go. Oh. Oh. Shit. That was a bad hit. Oh yeah, we're pulling hard to the right now. I have to give it about a half a turn to the left to keep it straight. We'll pull off after this lap and take a look to see how bad the car is. But it is hurting. We're not getting over 40 here. Come on. Oh, 4.5. Ooh. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Here we go. Come on, car. Start turning in. Yeah, if you can only do 35, you're gonna go very far here. I mean, look at that one damn Satsuma. Oh, come on, car. Whew. All right, here we go. Oh, don't flip. Ooh, shit. Kill the motor so we don't lose it. Well, instead of making it to the pits, we're going to go ahead, crawl out of the car, and find out what the hell's going on with it. That A-pillar is actually pretty strong since it is holding the car up. You'd think it would just completely collapse. So, kudos for Bruckell for at least keeping the A-pillar strong. All right, let's crawl out of it. Alrighty, guys, we're out of the car, and we can see the damage right here to that front bumper. It missed the radiator entirely, but it did cause damage to the front subframe, and you could see how it did mess up the car's steering. And I honestly believe there's a little bit of a bend here. You know, I do think this frame, the floorboards are being twisted. So, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pull the car back onto its wheels via the help of our trusty track tow truck. And I'll go ahead and we'll take another look at it, and then we'll see if she goes. Alrighty, the tow truck's pulled her back on her wheels, and this bumper is just dragging on the ground. That's why the car is going so slow. I just allowed my steering wheel to center up, and well, first off, it looks like it shifted over to the right, it shifted the fender over, because this is kind of how the fender normally is. And actually, I think it shifted the whole front end over a little bit. I think I noticed that it did shift over to the right a bit. So it looks like it's straight, but it does need to get turned. And yeah, this whole section just bent downwards. So that is going to make life driving this car very, very interesting. Anyway, I believe we are on our 4th lap. We have 4 complete. We are at about the 7/8 mark, so we're gonna go ahead, keep going, and yeah, just do what we always do, run these cars into the ground. Okay, we're in the car. She's running. Our gauges are pretty much shot. Let's crank the wheel here all the way to the left. And she's not moving. Oh, I bet it's because that bumper is so... There we go. All right. There we go. The windshield is bent down a little bit, so we do have a hard time seeing where we're going. I actually might try next time. Oh, shit. There we go. And this radiator is smoking a little bit, so it might have a... It might... Oh, it's not leaking a little bit anymore. I think the radiator is kind of giving up its ghost. Oh, come on, car. Woo! Oh, boy. Oh, I need to go this way. I can't see where I'm going. This is bad. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Come on. If I could get that front end to pucker upwards, that would help. Come on, car. It's trying. It's wanting to do this. There we go. Oh, dear. Oh, shh. Okay. Well, things have gotten very interesting. Oh, dear. Come on, car. Come on, come on, come on, car. Come on, car. Turn, turn, turn. I can't see where I'm going. I can only guess and hope the turns are there. Oh, there we go. Turn in. Oh, shit. Come on, car. Oh, this is going down in a blaze of glory. Oh, dear. Oh. Ouch. I think something finally broke. Alright, let's go ahead, hop out of the car, and see what the hell happened. I just think this last impact broke the drivetrain. So let's shut her down and see what's happened. Alright guys, so we could get a better view of what's happened to our car. I went ahead and had the tow truck pull us off the Jersey barrier there. And this thing is rightfully fucked. I mean, I think this wheel right here, it still steers, but I suspect that if we were to really dig in here, you'd see the axles become disconnected. So that, I think, is why the car no longer does what it's supposed to. I'll go ahead and fire it up here. Put in reverse. She jerks around. But as you can see, it's just bad. First off, it looks like the car's frame is finally dragging on the ground. I only believe this wheel is getting getting power. It's trying to move the car, but it, with these cars having an open differential, if one wheel has no like drag, all the power is going to get sent to it. So, anywho, I believe we were on our 5th or 6th lap. I lost count, so uh, I'm going to go ahead and we'll go in overhead view and kind of at least figure out part of the rating and where this car should be. And in editing, I will tell you where the car is. So let's go ahead, pop into overhead view. Okay, guys. So start finish line. Here's our car. It actually went off right here, landed, and went into this barrier here. So I am going to go ahead and give that. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and give it the 7/8 rating. So I believe it is either 5 or 6 and 7/8. So I'm going to give you where the car would be with either rating, and I will put the car's current rating up on the board. If it is 6 and 7/8, it will be it it will be in second place behind the Satsuma 210 convertible with 10 laps even, and the Abishu Miramar Z Coupe Lux with 6.5. If it is 5 and 7/8, it will be between the Miramar Z Coupe Lux. I already said 6.5, but in front of the Satsuma 210 panel van with 5 and 3/8. So it's in a it's going to be in the top three no matter what. It's going to be in second or it's going to be in third. So pretty cut and dry there. Uh, when I put the rating up, I will go ahead and tell you which I'll put the place it will end up being, so you guys know as well. But that is all we have time for in this episode. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Tough Car Challenge. Uh, please like, please subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, guys, have a good one.